Okay, welcome back. This is the final section. We are going to talk about core-to-core paging. What happens when you've got multiple paging systems and multiple cores in a larger campus, maybe a theme park, maybe higher education, something like that. You want to be able to send a page from one system to another system. When you do that, you don't want to do it just via channels. You don't want to send an audio channel from core 1 to core 2. We have components for that. The QLAN transmitter and receiver is perfect for sending audio channels from one core, leaving that Q-SYS environment, going across the network, being picked up by another core that has a QLAN receiver on it. Same thing with the system link transmitter and receivers. There's lots of ways that we can send audio channels from one system to another system. The problem is that when they arrive in the other system, it's just audio. It's just noise. And the whole point, like we said at the very beginning of this about a PA system, is that a page and a message have other intrinsic abilities integrated into them, such as their priority settings, such as their queuing options and their retry options, and whether they want to be split or things like that. We need all of that metadata that comes with the announcements to go with that audio. So we don't want to rely on audio transmitters and receivers. We're actually going to link the two PA routers together. And here's how you do it. Let's take a look at our PA router. And in its properties, it's got some that we haven't played with yet, the remote sources count and a remote destination count. Now, I've seen some people, when they first start playing with the PA router, if they don't know what they're doing, they think that remote destinations are zones. That's not what these are for. The remote sources and remote destinations are different PA routers on a different core that's all on the same network somewhere. So we're going to use this PA router as our source, and we're going to send it to another one. I'm going to add one remote destination to this PA router. When I do that, I get a whole bunch of more properties here that I need to configure. Remote destination 1, it needs a name, it needs a type of transmission across the network. Generally speaking, you won't need to deal with most of these, but you do need to make sure the name is one that you have selected properly. I have named mine A to B. A to B is just telling me I'm sending something from core A to core B. You can name it whatever you want, but the name of this link has to be the exact same on this system as it is on the other system as well. Also, when I open up my PA router, I now have a new tab in the control panel that is for my remote destination. And if I look on here, I've got another channel strip of my destination with all the same stuff we get for our local zones. And I've got some information on the connection status between this system and that one. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this design to the core and run. And then I'm going to go access another core. I happen to have another core already. Look at this. It's like on those baking shows when they have the finished pie already ready in the oven, and they're like, look, here it is. And you know that everything you saw was a lie. Everything you saw has been a lie. I've got another system up and running already on another core. I put this mode in dark mode so that you can tell that it's a different system. All it's got is a real simple PA router in here. And this one is running on a Core Nano. And I'm going to change this PA router to have a remote source of 1. Once again, I'm going to make sure that is named A to B, so it is the exact same connection with the other PA router. You can have your PA routers connect to multiple PA routers all over a network as long as there's a unique identifying name that connects each one of them. I've got that going. Here in this page station, I've got a tab called Remote Source, which gives me the connection status to my original one. So I'm going to save the core and run for my second core as well. And I'm going to split the screen between these two so that one of them is on the left side of my screen and the other one is on the right side of my screen. Then I can see them both simultaneously. And as it comes up, you can see that indeed both sides show an OK connected status for that stream connection. That means the two PA routers are handshaking. They are talking to each other, even though they're on different cores. This is perfect. Now, before I can send anything from my first core to my second core, I've got to configure those new zones. And the way you do that is, once again, by matching some names. I'm going to go to the administrator on my receiving side and look at the PA zones I've created. This one only has a single zone. Again, we made it really simple. I named it Output. The name of the zone is called Output. On our sending side, we must also go to the administrator, also go to PA zones. There's a new area here called remote tags. I'm going to add a new remote tag. This must be named the exact same name as you have the zone labeled on the receiving side. I'm going to call this output. Not the most realistic name, but that's what I've got. I'm going to update this side. This side's good. Now, I'll just go back to my page station. I'm going to go back to my commands, and I'm going to adjust that command that we created. You can see that we have the remote destinations as options for our commands as well. I'm going to enable that as part of the destinations we get whenever we launch this command. I'll hit OK and update that as well. So now let's go take a look and see if it works. I'm going to keep an eye on this PA router's zone. We'll keep an eye on this here specifically to see if anything is coming in. On my sending side, I'm going to look right here to see if anything is being sent from the original one. I'm going to hit go on my physical page station, and let's see if it works. There it is. Both sides are receiving the game over man priority. This one is coming in and going out. When the first announcement is done, it will be the same thing on both sides. There it is. Easy as that. Line up the names. The zones will connect to each other. Now, as they transmit across the cores, they retain their priority, their queuing information, their splitting, their retry, all the things. We did it. We made it to the end. Like I said, paging is wide, right? It's really wide. It covers a lot of different places in the design. You got to go to a lot of different places. You got to configure a lot of things. In the end, it's not that complicated. You're still just hitting go. Sending an announcement, sending a page. You just got to know what they are and fine-tune the way that it gets integrated into both sides. You're all done. Thanks for sticking around. That was Public Address. You did it.